product of who he is as a person, a tireless worker, an everyday guy, and a constant reminder of just what a person can accomplish if they put their head down and believe in themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, our leadoff speaker for tonight's banquet, the one and only Kevin Bushnell.
Thank you, Coach O'Malley, for the kind words, and I thank everyone for being here tonight. My name is Kevin Bushnell, and I wanted to first start out by talking about my journey to Benedictine. My first year, I started out at South Suburban College, and then transferred to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. When I went to Wisconsin-Whitewater, I thought that this was going to be my home for the next 3 years. To keep it simple, when I got to Wisconsin-Whitewater, I lost all confidence in myself as a baseball player. I didn't perform the way I wanted to, and it just didn't work out. It was a week before our first game. The head coach called me into his office, and he informed me that I was going to be gray-shirted. Being gray-shirted basically just meant you weren't good enough. I was absolutely devastated. I remember going back to my dorm room and not leaving my dorm room for an entire week. And I barely got out of my own bed for the entire week. This is a week that I'll remember for the rest of my life, as it changed everything. I remember laying in my bed one of the nights, telling myself that the next day I was going to give my parents a call and tell them that I wanted to be done with school and baseball. I woke up the next day. It was later in the evening, and my phone started ringing. It was a call from my dad. I picked up the phone, and before I could say anything, the first words my dad said was, "You're not done playing baseball. We're going to figure this out." I remember I put the phone down, and I started bawling my eyes out. So when I started bawling my eyes out, I remember I sat there for a second. I looked at myself. I picked up the phone, and I talked to my dad for the next 30 minutes. I hung up the phone. I looked myself in the mirror, and I told myself, I'm going to give baseball one more shot. Whatever happens, happens. I remember staying up late nights, thinking to myself, trying to talk to God, telling myself, please, wherever it is, just put me in the right spot. And this is when I found Benedictine. I first have to thank Coach Smith for everything he has done for me. Coach Smith has had my back since day one. A text that I remember always from Coach Smith was after the first week of practice. He texted me saying, I really enjoyed watching you swing it this week. I hope you're enjoying yourself so far at Benedictine. It was such a simple text, but it went such a long way. Coach Smith gave me an enormous amount of confidence ever since I got to Benedictine, and he is a huge reason for my success. I appreciate everything Coach Smith has done for me over the last 4 years. Next, I'd like to talk about my teammates. When I got to Benedictine, there was no way that I thought I'd become this close with so many guys. A specific teammate that I have to talk about is Peter Troy. I met Peter at Wisconsin-Whitewater, and I'm thankful that I've been able to play 3 years with him here at Benedictine. Ever since day one, Peter has had my back. He's seen me at my highest, and he has seen me at my lowest. And no matter what the circumstance was, he was always there for me. I remember so many nights me staying up late and just thinking to myself, thank God I have Peter in my life. He is one of my best friends, and I love him very much. A quick story that I'd like to share about how close of a group we are was last year when we lost in the conference tournament. I remember we came back to school. We all planned on hanging out together one last time, knowing that it was going to be the last time we'd hang out all together. It was around midnight, and we all headed out to the baseball field. And I remember out of nowhere, in all seriousness, Logan Gregorio coming up to me and start hugging me. This is by far the hardest anyone has ever hugged me in my life. As Logan was hugging me, we started talking a little bit. And Logan said to me, this is the funnest year of baseball I've ever had, and this is the closest group of guys that I've ever been a part of. I thought to myself for a second, I was a fifth year at the time, Logan was a freshman at the time. It didn't matter about the age difference. because once you're part of this team, we're all one family, and we're all in this thing together. I appreciate all my teammates throughout the years, as they have truly made these years the best years of my life. Next, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. First with my dad. Early mornings, late nights, it didn't matter what the circumstance was. He always found a way to train with me and be with me. My dad is the hardest worker I know, and he is a huge reason for my work ethic today. Next, with my mom. Ever since I was a little kid, I always remember running up to her room, sitting on her bed, and just being able to talk to her about anything that would come to my mind. She always would listen no matter what I had to say, and she would always give me great support. My mom and I's relationship is the closest relationship that I have with anyone in the world. I am so extremely thankful for everything my mom and dad have done for me, as I would not be standing up here today if it wasn't for them. I thank them for everything, and I love them truly with all my heart. Next, I'd like to thank my brother Tom, who is here tonight. Me and my brother Tom have the closest relationship with any of my siblings. When growing up, we basically did everything together. He's given me so much support in baseball and life, and I appreciate everything he has done for me to get me where I am today. And lastly, I'd like to thank all my coaches. Coach Smith, Coach Sully, who's helped me become the hitter I am today, Coach O'Malley, Coach Cantu, and Coach Lanning. You guys are all unbelievable people, and I'm so thankful to have you all in my life. Again, thank you all for coming out tonight, and I'm excited for our team to have a great season. Thank you.